Peace, light, and love, and welcome to the Brave Heart Healing Channel. I am the lovely Kiana Nicole. If you're new to the channel, definitely go ahead and make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. It definitely helps me out a great deal. Well, y'all, I wanted to come forth here to talk about the blood red sky. We, as the spiritual individuals and beings of this realm, we know when our spirits are quickened. We know that we follow our inward intuition of what's really going on. Going to be talking about this blood red sky that's occurred in Australia. Now, they're saying that it's contributing factor to the sky being red is due to a cyclone Narelle. They're saying that it's a rare, persistent triple strike storm that has occurred and has been occurring over multiple Australian states. Now, as you can see in this picture, the sky glows red. And I don't know about you, it quickened my spirit to know to quicken me inside to say, okay, pay attention to this. Really look into this, but don't always look at it on the surface level. Let's go to the spiritual level, because we know, like I said in my other video, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities in high places. And we know that with everything going on in the world, that we're to really pay attention to what's going on inside of us as well as nature, because there is where we're going to have the answers. But they're saying that the cause of this blood red sky is, due to a dust storm. And they said the sky, that's red. It's over, different parts of Australia, specifically areas Shark Bay and Denham. So this blood red sky is very eerie, y'all. And they're saying that it's a massive dust storm triggered by the tropical cyclone Narelle. I don't buy that. Anything that this establishment, weather company, NASA, whatever, I don't believe that. Reason why I don't believe that is because it's not in the establishment's best interest to educate the public of what's really going on. I think that this blood red sky is a spiritual phenomena, as well as individuals really paying attention to all of the things that are going on within the world right now. We've got bombs going off in the Middle East. We've got meteors hitting the United States. We've got all of these different things popping off within our realm and within our atmosphere, and it's contributing to a bigger issue. Okay? And they're not going to come out and tell us anything. They're not going to tell us the truth. So we have to go inside to really get answers from source of power to see and understand what's going on and how we should be moving right now. And it says that, this blood red sky was caused by iron-rich red soil and dust into the atmosphere. I don't buy that. And they're saying, fine dust particles are scattered, within the wavelengths of the light, allowing it, to turn red. I don't believe that. I think that there's a contributing factor here to the bombs that are going off in the Middle East, as well as the meteors that we've been sighting across the world. All of these things are a contributing factor to this strange blood red sky phenomenon. And I wanted to look up the specific time because I'm going to go into the spiritual reason as to why we're seeing it, what it represents, how we should prepare so that we as the chosen ones, we that are walking within the light and are walking into the light, we don't have to fear anything. Because once we know the information, we can set our minds at ease and there's nothing for us to worry about. But we need to pay attention to it and we need to recognize it so that we can be proactive and moving accordingly, right? And so they said the time of day that this particular blood red sky occurred was during the daylight hours on Friday, this past Friday. And so that's what they're saying. But I don't believe that. My soul, my inward soul and spirit within me is saying that they're lying. And it's not the truth. But I'm going to break down, and I want individuals to be cognizant and take what I say and research this information for yourself. But my intuition is telling me that the red sky is a spiritual meaning. And there's a huge spiritual meaning behind this blood red sky that we're seeing in Australia. As we know that the state of Australia, New Zealand, that area, individuals who've taken over that land are going to be under severe judgment. They're going to be under severe judgment. And so I'm going to go into detail about this blood red sky. So the red sky signifies divine warnings, transition, and prophecy. And I believe it's also the beginning of the orchestration of the four horsemen that can be found in the book of Revelation. We have the white horse, which represents conquest, the war horse, which is red, represents war. We have got the black horse, which represents famine, and we have got the pale horse, which represents death. So this blood red sky represents a divine warning from on high, transition, and prophecy. This divine warning that this blood red sky is bringing forth to the world is a sign, and, it's a spiritual warning. It's a sign of impending challenges, and it's often interpreted as a call to reevaluate one's path and turn away from negativity, wickedness, sin, or to just prepare for trials. And this is where we're at right now, guys. We see the writing on the wall. We see what these creatures have planned for individuals who are living in this time. And it's time, the red sky also represents a time for us to increase our spiritual vigilance and just to prepare for the coming challenges that we know that are coming. But individuals like myself, individuals around the world, I'm pretty sure that individuals have prepared. There's only so much that you can prepare for. The most important thing that you can do at this time is really gung-ho it in and really listen to your spirit and to your higher self. Forget everything external. Go within and connect to your source of power, which is over all of this madness. And you will be guided to do what it is that you need to do. This red sky also represents the sign of the times, urging individuals to seek spiritual wisdom by going within and listening again to your intuition, listening to that gut feeling, that voice that we all have been given to, prepare accordingly and to observe it, not react to it. Just know that this is just a sign of the times of what is to come. So this blood red sky is representing divine intervention, signal, and a spiritual awakening, which a lot of individuals are awakening right now. It's also a sign of judgment and testing, as well as transformation. And for individuals to stay vigilant, not fearful, vigilant. They are really ramping this up so that everybody goes into this fear mode, survival flight mode, which is, like I said yesterday, these creatures, they feed on fear. They feed on your emotion. They feed on your reactions. But we know inside that all this must happen. We know that all of this has been predicted thousands of years ago, that this would happen. And this is what it is. This world, as we know it, is under severe judgment. And it's important that individuals get their minds right and things like that, because it's important. I will recommend that individuals do go and buy what's called a radiation monitor where you can go outside and you can check the radiation levels, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it for shits and giggles today, this morning, as well as later on today, just to play with my little gadget I got. I got it years ago. It's a radiation monitor. And pretty much what it does is it measures the radiation that is within the air. I recommend that individuals get that because, like I said, we don't know if this is a fallout from the bombs that are going off in the Middle East. We don't know if this is strange phenomena coming from the solar levels of the firmament. We don't know, but it's always good to prepare and to just try things out just to see. I'm really, really interested in seeing what my radiation monitor is going to read outside, because this is not normal. This is not, the weather's off. We've got fires in Colorado. We've got fires in Nebraska. There's massive drought that's happening. So there's definitely a spiritual essence to this. And I want individuals not to take this lightly. But yes, peace, light, and love. Let me know what you think in the comments. And let me know if you've seen any strange phenomena happening around you. Peace, light, and love.